The She's Crafty podcast is sponsored by the Hoppy Monk in San Antonio, Texas.
The Hoppy Monk boasts 99 brews on tap, an extensive bottled beer collection, and an amazing cocktail selection with an emphasis on American craft whiskey and single malt scotch.
And as if it couldn't get any better, the staff is knowledgeable, friendly, and passionate about craft beer.
Make sure if you're in San Antonio that you make the Hoppy Monk one of your must-go-to destinations.
Shut up and sit down.
Hey there, beer nuts. You're listening to episode 2 of the She's Crafty podcast, recorded live from the Hoppy Monk in San Antonio, Texas, with your drunken toasted temptresses of tasty taps, Catherine Contreras and Brandy Dunnigan. Today's beer guru is Scott Metzger from Freetail Brewing, and they brought us an extra special limited release today. Also joining us for some tasty talk on tap is the fastest tits in Texas. From stars in Garters Burlesque, it's Pystol Whips. If you're hoppy and you know it.
Drink a beer. Did you get drunk?
Yes, I got drunk. I went to Fowler Fest last night.
Oh, we're good? We're good.
Yeah.
Woo! We'll talk about that later.
Okay, yeah. Lots of loans started that night.
Yeah.
I love doing these on Sundays because we usually have a lot to cover from like Friday at 5. Am I supposed to say 5? Because it usually starts at 1. But I mean from like Friday at 1 until like an hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking about my drinking.
You mean we
I have
stopped
really
drinking?
bad
Oh, yeah.
habits.
I was like, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah.
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 I'm
we
so
started
drunk.
early.
6 a.m.
It's Saturday. We started at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We literally.
Oh, yeah. That was newsworthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome. So this weekend, we were super excited because we got to go to our very first bottle share, which is really cool. We had never been to a bottle share before. And we were a little bit intimidated, I'm not going to lie, because it was pretty sausage heavy.
Oh, yeah. Total sausage fest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
No, like I thought I was in Fredericksburg and we were getting down on sausage and sauerkraut.
Yeah,
except there was no
everywhere.
sauerkraut.
It made me feel exactly like sometimes I really love like going to a Comic-Con or like a comic book shop because I'm a huge Game of Thrones nerd, but I don't belong in those places. You know what I mean? So I walk in and it's like, oh, do you guys have those Game of Thrones pop figures? And they're like, get out. You don't belong here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I did think that it would be helpful at bottle shares sometimes if they gave you a rookie sticker, because I'd wear that with pride.
Yeah.
And at least, like, the people that weren't beer snobs would come and help you out and kind of get you onto the right side, walk you through it, show you the bottles, tell you that you have to throw your Zima and your Jolly Ranchers in the trash.
Not to bring that Pabst Blue Ribbon in this establishment.
I know.
Yeah.
Wah, wah,
Womp,
womp. Catherine, weren't you telling me about a news story that you saw?
Yes, so we have a very enthusiastic and amazing beer nut fan out of New Jersey named Wayne Palmer, who sent us this amazing article about how hoppy beer gives guys tits.
Yeah. Anybody want to show us their hoppy tits? No? No guys here want to show if they're
It got awkwardly quiet in this
I know.
area.
I know. We're not hoppy tit shaming you.
All right.
talk
Oh,
about
wait, we have one reveal. Oh, no,
okay.
He changed his mind. So we learned that there's a term for this that I'm super excited about.
Brewer's droop.
The
right?
brewer's
Yes.
droop.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's doesn't just give them boobies. It also causes impotence. So there's a date to tell your mom about. Oh, sorry, baby. I got the brewer's droop.
Just like, hey, I met this guy. He's super cool. He's a brewer. He's got a really great personality. He's got a great sense of humor. The only part is he's got tits and he can't get hard.
He's got the droop.
Yeah.
We're just going to call it the droop.
Yeah. But I'm a lesbian, so it's going to work out great.
Oh, it's perfect then. Yeah.
No big deal.
I prefer it.
Yeah. And there were benefits for women.
There were benefits for women. I can't remember what they were because I was fascinated by the droop.
Endometriosis, I think. It's supposed to help with that. And menopause. Ease the side effect of menopause.
Yeah. Get on the beer, ladies.
I know. So if you are not drinking hoppy beer and you are between the ages of 48 and 62, then you are missing out.
What do you think about that, Jason? Have you noticed any brewers droop at Freetail?
I can't comment on that.
Oh.
I've
That
moved-
sounds like he's pleading the fifth to me.
This isn't commonly discussed around the brewer's table.
Don't tell any of these guys because we might not be selling as much IPA.
Yeah.
Or
We love
maybe you'll
booze,
sell
though.
more.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, you're gonna sell more to the ladies.
Yeah.
So it's gonna
Oh,
work
yeah.
out.
There, that'll be a good trade-off.
There you go.
That is a good trade-off.
Perfect.
Well, since they're already joining in on the conversation like we want them to, we will introduce our two guests today. Our first is Jason Davis, and he is from Freetail Brewing. Jason,
All right.
welcome.
Give it up for Jason, guys.
Thank you for having me. Sorry,
Thanks for coming out
Scott
here.
couldn't make it.
No, it's fine. You're a happy replacement. We're happy to have you.
Yes.
We're also super excited to have the amazingly sexy, the talented, the hoppiest tits in Texas,
Heyo.
Pistol Whips.
Holla.
Holla!
That was the sound of tassel twirl.
Woo!
Oh, and Catherine made the most amazing, for those of y'all that are listening, or if you can't see in the back, Catherine made our pint glasses. She made titty tassels
I
for
made
our pint
pasties
glasses.
for our beers.
Oh, is that the proper word?
Well, that's what I call
Damn
them.
it.
I don't
All right.
You
know.
can call them tassels as well.
What
Oh,
happened
okay.
is originally I thought like, oh, Catherine's going to get sexy for this podcast. I'm going to make myself some pasties, right? But then
Oh,
I
yeah.
tried putting it on and only fit over one areola. So I was like, oh, we're just put them on the beer. It's fine.
It'll work.
It's
It'll work.
fine.
I have
It's
that problem,
fine.
too. It's
Do
all
you?
right.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's cool.
I've seen your pasties, and they're very large and beautiful.
Yeah, they always make fun of me backstage because I'm usually holding a cold beer on
Yeah?
my nipples to make them a little smaller.
Is that a burlesque
to
tip?
fit
Like a
into the
burlesque?
pasty,
Yes,
so.
I didn't even know that.
My
learning
favorite
things.
that I've seen Pystol wear were your Lone Star pasties.
Oh yes, I'm a huge fan of Lone Star beer. It's
What do
one
the
of my
Lone Star
favorites.
pasties look like?
Well, they're the Lone Star emblem with lots of Swarovski crystals.
Nice.
Is that how you say it? I don't know.
Fancy. I like that. I like that a lot.
Nice. So you just got through, Jason, with a massive event this weekend, the bottle share that we went to on Saturday, which we're going to get some tips from you later on how to do it best. But I say that was a really successful event. You were packed.
Yeah, we had a super mega awesome bottle release day at Freetail. It's like the third or fourth year running that we've done it. Basically released 4 different barrel-aged beers that are super rare, and all these folks came out with a bunch of their own beer earlier in the morning and started drinking.
It was early.
I was really surprised because I drove into the parking lot about 7:50 and there was a line around the building and I was like, whoa, these guys are
What
ready to
time are
go.
We were talking 7:50 in the morning.
in the
Oh, yeah.
morning, people
Oh, yeah.
were lined
Yes,
up to
indeed.
get in there. I
Impressive.
know. I was like, this is hardcore shit right
It's
here.
commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you don't really have to worry about the brewer's droop when you have a line that long, right?
Oh, yeah. It's obviously not affecting that many people.
Yeah. No, I think I didn't. I mean, I looked, but I didn't
Yeah.
see anything.
Yeah,
People
I
don't
would-
like it when you do that, though. I learned they don't like for you to lift their shirt up. But
Yeah. Got a little
Whatever.
violent there. But
Whatever.
Yeah. There was a taco truck out front, which is
that
what
was the best part. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
awesome.
I came for the taco truck and I was like, oh, there's a brewery
beer
right
here.
here. That's crazy. Like,
Bean and cheese and bacon, y'all.
hey.
Yeah.
Well, they're bringing out actually our beer that we're going to taste in just a moment.
They are. But in the meantime, Jason, can you tell us a little bit about some of the other events that Freetail puts on at the brewery?
Sure. We just started doing movie nights last month. Last month we had the Goonies, and we had a really good turnout of
Awesome.
folks bringing their kids. So this
Did the kids
this
get
next-
drunk?
The kids might have gotten contact drunk.
Yes.
Chocolate wasted.
Yeah.
Kids are already kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
drunk. Like
Yeah.
they're
We did have
act
ice
weird.
cream. But we this month it's going to be Team America, so 21 and older only.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
I wish I could tell you the exact date.
That's okay. We'll look it up and we'll put it on our link on our website.
Oh, yeah. We'll
that
spread the
people-
word.
Yeah, so people know.
America.
Woo!
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's going to be amazing. No, Goonies night seemed awesome too because y'all had a bunch of theme stuff. Also, you did Milky Way bars and
Baby
Rocky Ro-
Roots and
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Rocky Road ice cream.
See, yeah, I gave the wrong chocolate. Dang
Way
it.
to go, Brandy.
I
Way to
know.
go.
Well, I guess I've just been drunk every time I've watched the Goonies. Wait a minute. I started watching
were
that when I was
7?
like 11. That's not right.
No, it makes sense. It makes
Okay.
sense to me.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
Pistol Whips, what do you got going on? You got exciting.
Yeah, we actually have some new news. We were at the Aztec last time. We're gonna be
Yes.
moving to the Brick Theater in the Pearl.
Nice.
beautiful.
yeah,
Beautiful
we're gonna be,
location and
we're-
venue.
we're really excited to be in the Pearl because obviously very close to beer, our favorite.
Yes.
And it's gonna be our Vision 2 show. So this will be the second round of that. We're doing like television theme, and it's gonna be on October 23rd. And then we're gonna have our side guests. We call them is Comedia Go Go. We love them. They're
Yeah,
absolutely
Larry Regan and
hilarious.
Jess. Those are our boys.
So,
Nice.
hilarious. We're
Awesome.
very excited to have them. We started out the year with a show with them, and we just had so much fun. We had to have them back.
Yeah,
so.
they're awesome.
Also, one of our other performers doing a little sideshow at a location called the Blind Tiger.
Yeah, that's the basement
Heard
of the Magic Time Machine.
Yeah, she's going to be with some of the people from Comedia Go Go also, and she's going to be doing like a few numbers in between some of their acts and
Yes,
stuff.
for,
so.
Is that the sideshow?
Yes.
For the Halloween sideshow?
Yeah,
Yes.
That's going to be October 30th, and that's going to be
Perfect.
Black Orchid is going to be there. So.
That's
Cool.
gonna
Yeah.
be fun.
She's
Yeah.
super sexy, very, very great performer. So
Awesome.
That's
I look
gonna be
forward
you
to
have to go
it.
see it for sure.
I'm like really fascinated by the whole burlesque thing because I'm sure you can tell by looking at me that I'm not sexy at all. I don't even like to take my clothes off in
I
the
don't
dark
think I
in
feel
my
very
bathroom.
sexy either.
Like,
so.
I'm like, whoa, who let that girl in? But
Someone get Catherine another beer so she feels sexier, please.
but yeah, like how do you prepare for a burlesque show? Like how do you prepare because you know people are gonna look at your tits? Like how does that happen?
Alcohol is heavily involved.
Okay.
But I think I've always kind of been a tomboy. So
Okay.
and maybe a little. I think all women are kind of insecure about their bodies in
Right.
some type of way. But I think the way to get over that is just get naked in front of a whole bunch of people.
do it.
Yeah, just do it. The
Heck
funnest
yeah.
thing is
Strip
the
down.
tassel twirling and kind of just you're just like, hey, I'm here.
How
Well,
long did it
check
take
'em
you to
out.
get that twirl down? Because
Oh,
it's pretty
not very long.
intense.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, it's deceptive because they think it's about the tits, and it's really about the shoulders. It's all the
Oh,
shoulders.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Oh, thank you, kind sir.
Perfect.
Delicious.
Here comes the beer. The beer's coming out. We're super excited about that.
Nice.
That's awesome. So how long have you been doing this?
It'll be 7 years in December.
7
Yeah.
years.
7
Oh
years.
my gosh.
Wow.
Wow.
It's been a long time. I'm one of the only original members from our actual troupe that we're in. So,
Wow.
but we couldn't wait for the other girls to get there. So we're a very strong team, and we're really happy to be together, and we love each other very much.
Yeah, that's cool.
Especially when you get naked in a room together. I mean, you got to
Yes.
be kind of friendly with each other.
Right.
There's lots of boob grabs and ass smacks and
Is
stuff
there?
like that.
Whoa.
There's one new
That's what I wanted to
member,
know.
and I can't remember her name, but she's blowing my mind.
Coco Simone.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, man. She's got the
Oh.
hip hop flavor. Ooh.
Ooh.
Dear
Yeah.
Lord.
She did a Rihanna routine
Oh,
last
yes,
time.
she
Yeah,
did.
and she just
Yeah.
brought the house down with that one. It was
Bitch better have my
incredible.
money, and it was
Yeah. She lost
amazing.
pasties, popped both of her pasties during that number.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was
Oh,
impressive.
that is
one. Yeah.
hardcore.
Yeah, it was just straight nipple out for
Just
everybody
nipple
to see.
everywhere.
It was impressive. Yeah, free the
I like
nipple.
it.
Free the nipple.
Jason, have you ever done any burlesque or anything racy like that?
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet, which means we
Not
haven't
even in
given
your
him
own
enough
bedroom?
beer.
Not at all.
He needs
Maybe.
more. He just needs a couple more beers than he's in. I can tell. I can feel it. It's late. It's coming later.
Well, Jason, can you actually tell us a little bit about this beer that we're tasting today?
Sure. Today we're tasting Komorebi on draft here at the Hoppy Monk. It's one of the 4 beers that we released this weekend. It's basically a triple that we aged on pears, and then we aged in mezcal barrels and wine barrels. It's a little over 11% alcohol, so it packs a big wallop.
That's what I like. That's actually
Did
why
you say
I
11% alcohol?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Catherine's totally getting laid tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yes. It's actually like one of the perks of drinking craft beer is I'm a mom now, and I'm married, and I work, and so your time is very precious. So when you're going to drink, I'm like, I need this to happen fast. Like, I need it to taste good, and I need to get fucked up in like 5 minutes. So, yeah.
Fucked up in 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Well, okay, we'll prolong that. Okay, so maybe a good half hour
We're gonna-
until I'm feeling
I'm
well
gonna walk
enough.
into a bathroom one night and Brandon's just gonna be doing like lines of blow. It's not happening fast fast enough.
Quit, you're giving me flashbacks.
I need more.
Oh, man.
I can't wait for that day.
So I figured we can go down the table and kind of talk about our reviews of this beer. And anybody that knows that's listened to this podcast before, and if it's the first time listening or it's your first time in the crowd, you know that we are not going to talk about the head or the nose or the arm or the butt of the beer because we don't know what that means. And we will soon, but we haven't learned that yet.
Right.
So we're just going to give our
Our next door, girl next door review of the beer.
Oh, I'm a girl next door.
Oh, I'm going to drink beer today and not wine.
Hey, do you have a beer I can try?
Thanks.
This
So
one has
good.
pears in it.
Oh, I should
love
like,
it.
that sounds like white-splaining, like white girl-splaining it. So maybe I should white girl-splain this beer.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
All right, I'll give a white girl splain
Okay.
on this one. Hang on, let me get a taste. Okay.
This is like an orange, like the color. Does everybody see the color? It's like an orange, which is kind of like the color of UT, but better because it's brighter. It reminds me of summer. So I'm going to take a sip.
It's funny to me that you do an impression of a white girl, but you are a white girl.
I know, right? That's crazy.
Oh, I mean, I know,
Oh,
right?
mhm.
Okay, that's crazy. So this beer has got pears in it, which pears are really good for weight loss. Yeah, you can like put them into a juicer.
Did you get
and
Canadian?
then what?
You're a little Canadian.
A little kitty? What?
Canadian?
Oh, did I get did I get white girl Canadian splaining this?
That's perfect, though. It's
Oh,
great.
okay.
Yeah, keep going.
So pears are good. Pears are good for.
Pears are delicious.
Pears are good for.
Now I can't let it go, you guys. We're gonna have to switch this up because it's not going away. It's stuck around. All right.
We just flashed 20 years into the future.
We did. That white girl on Panama Beach is now living in Minnesota.
That chick doing lines of blow in the bathroom is
now-
also knitting you a sweater.
Oh, yeah. She has knitted a koozie for this beer.
That's right.
And she's had it.
But pears are really good. They're great in a casserole. You know, have you ever had a casserole with like pears and cheese? Oh, it's
Oh.
fantastic.
Sounds
you know.
gross.
Yeah. And if you have a pear beer with the pear casserole with pear cheese, which you probably didn't know they made, but they do because everything's cheesier up north. And
People have more STDs there.
Oh, you
I
know,
totally can't keep it together right now.
they do. They have more STD because everybody gets real hoary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Hoary?
Oh, hoary.
Hoary. Yeah. You know, it's sad.
That was my
can't-
nickname in high school. I get it.
People can't keep their mouth shut.
Yeah.
You know, it gives them herpes. So, no, this is a good beer for not getting herpes. There's my review. Yeah. Thank you.
Well done. Pistol Whips, what do you think?
Well, I do love craft beer, and I like it when it's pretty hoppy. And this is it's got a good hop note to it. Tastes really delicious. It's definitely can taste the fruitiness at first. So that's one of my favorite things about IPAs is you can kind of taste some grapefruit notes every once in a while. So it's totally up my alley. I'll definitely drink it again. I've
And I
already had a
don't-
glass of it, so.
I don't normally like overly fruity beers, and this isn't overly fruity.
Oh, it's
nice.
happy medium.
Yeah.
Medium.
Yeah.
Could definitely drink more than one for sure.
Yes.
I was actually interested in how you guys came up with a name for it because I know it's a Japanese word, and it means something about sunlight being filtered through trees or something like that. I don't know.
Yes, thank
Dropping
you for reminding me.
knowledge.
Komorebi. I mean, it's Japanese for the sunlight filtering through trees, and with the pears and how difficult it is to come up with names for beers, we were scraping the bottom of the barrel, basically.
I feel like it's a good summertime beer though. Sunlight, sitting outside, maybe by the lake or something. I think I would enjoy drinking that during the summertime or any time really.
I know. Yeah, let's get
Now,
real.
I'm gonna
About
assume,
right now.
I'm gonna assume that this is not Jason's first time to taste this beer, right?
I mean, it's 11%. Anytime is good time.
Anytime
Oh, I'm
is a
already
great
drunk.
time. Yeah.
I'm done. I actually really like this. I like that it's a little citrusy. I like that it's a little bit lighter. I don't know anything about beer, but I think it's delicious, and I'm going to drink 7 more. I'll be at 77%.
We'll give you a ride home.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to walk.
I thought we were
Oh, okay.
aiming for 100% tonight.
Oh, then I'll have 8, 9 more.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
Were we doing math now? Is this how this is going?
Oh, damn
that
it.
on
What did I
purpose.
tell you about math? We don't do that kind of stuff
I lost
here.
my pasties.
No,
my
you
Lots of
pasties
pasty.
fell
Oh,
off.
just man down.
I was drinking it too aggressively, as always.
Wah, wah, wah. No, this is, It's a good summertime beer, but it's also a good break into fall because in Texas our fall is like Northerners come down. They're just like, this is brutal. I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good. And actually, I was just thinking that it was getting a little quiet out here. And I was just wondering, are you hoppy? If you're hoppy and you know it,
Drink your beer.
now drink it. Uh-oh, Jessica's only drinking water over there. Get it now. Right now.
That's what she said.
One more time. If you're hoppy and you know it, drink your beer. That's nice. I like that.
Nice.
Sounds
well, that's
good.
a perfect time. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Woo! Yeah! I mean, just pretend, okay?
Hello?
Hey, it's Catherine.
Hey,
Oh, wait. Oh, why do you sound so weird?
I'm eating a burger.
You're beating a burglar? Oh, my God. Brandy is in your house right now?
I'm eating a burger.
You're meeting a murderer? Are you trying to get back into the mob? What do you mean you're meeting a murderer?
I'm eating a burger.
Oh, gross. Swallow your food before you pick up the phone next time. You're so disgusting.
Shut up.
Whatever. Anyway, I'm calling because I wanted to see if you wanted to go to this sushi beer dinner that Freetail's having at Godai with Chef Goro. The menu looks amazing, and every course is paired with a Freetail beer. Tickets are only $40 at Godai, and there's even some yummy dessert. I say we just get on this sushi beer train and we never get off.
Oh, that sounds great.
Oh my God, you're eating again. I can hear you.
It's getting cold.
For real, you're so disgusting. I'll see you on September 14th with Freetail at Godai.
All right, peace out.
Peace.
Right. Well, welcome back from break, everybody. Woo! During our break, we learned how to shake it a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Mhm.
I made mental notes, and I'll be trying to make my husband love me in 3 weeks.
I'm going to try not to sprain any part of my body doing that later in my mirror.
You are so going to sprain something.
Oh, yeah. Like, my boob is just going to blow up.
That is a really great
It doesn't matter.
visual.
Nobody touches them anyway. It doesn't matter. Nobody will notice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we will go straight into beer-education for today. And our beer-education actually has to do with our experience that we had yesterday.
So for every podcast, we like to do a little segment called Beer-education. And that's where we ask our beer expert some facts about beer or things that revolve around beer. And today, our question for Jason from Freetail is, what is a bottle share? And if you could please give us a little protocol on bottle shares. For rookies.
I'll do my best. A bottle share is where a bunch of beer enthusiasts, and I use that term loosely, get together and share bottles of beer. And usually...
What?
And hopefully... they have brought something that you can't necessarily find at your corner store. Every now and then, somebody comes in with a Shiner,
Catherine.
Ruby Redbird, or something.
That was
me. Hey, look at this.
Hey guys,
And
I
everybody
got
else
a
has
6-pack
something
of Lone
from
Star.
Maine.
Those are probably the rookies, right? The
Yeah.
rookies.
The rookies
need
with
help.
the Lone Stars,
You know,
ladies.
whatever.
This was in my dad's closet since 1989.
You know what I noticed? Because the people were
That makes it rare.
people were
vintage.
drinking really good beer, so there was not a line at the bathroom at all. It could also be because there were not a lot of chicks there, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I'd say we were at about a 1 to 3% ratio.
Well, I walked in and I was like, oh, because I'm single. I was like, there's a lot of guys in here. Oh, and then I realized they didn't give a shit about me because they were getting drunk, so
Yeah.
they didn't care.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, hi. Oh, no.
It is
That
the
was supposed
one.
to enhance the experience.
No, that was some serious drinking though. We did make
Were
a
they
lot of.
broing out? Was it like a bromance?
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
like a
going on the
real.
whole time?
It was. They were really.
Yeah.
So is that like part of the bottle share thing? It's like a bromantical experience?
It is a big sausage fest.
Yeah, it was just a lot of dudes everywhere, but it was great. And also, we made a lot of really good friends.
We did.
We learned a lot, and we tasted beers that we wouldn't have tasted before. So it was really great.
And I feel like our preconceived notions were thrown out the window because
Yes.
we felt, like I was telling Jason earlier before the podcast started, that we felt super intimidated when we went there because it's all these dudes. They open up their ice chest and there's tons of beers that we don't recognize. We feel like the beers that we brought are shit. And I spent $13 on a bottle. I hope it's not shit. And so I just went by price.
Right.
And But we started talking to these people and started asking them questions, and they were super knowledgeable, but super friendly and ready to help us and educate us. But I think the difference is that we told them, like, we don't know anything.
Right.
Like, we know very little, and we weren't trying to act like we knew about.
Right. We want you to educate us. That's
Yes.
the whole mission of the She's Crafty podcast.
Yeah. So I think that was really helpful.
I think so.
Yeah, those guys are all really knowledgeable, and they definitely love their beer. And they're super, they're just, everything is so friendly and generous. I mean, they're sitting there, they've been sitting on this beer for who knows how many years. At least one guy brought like a flight of 5 different years of one different beer,
Wow.
the same beer.
Wow.
And, it's a good time. It was a good opportunity for them all to get some more rare beers at Freetail that day. So any excuse to start drinking.
Perfect. Pistol Whips her pasties just flew right the fuck off her glass. I don't know what happened. Do you
Popped a
see that?
pasty again.
Yeah. They just
Popped a pasty again.
it like spontaneously like Poltergeist came in here and was like, fuck this, you don't need pasties.
Everybody else was hoping when you said Pistol Whips pasties
I
just
know,
flew
I
off.
know.
That it was
Sorry,
maybe
guys.
not your
It
beer
wouldn't be
one.
the first time.
All of a sudden there were like 70 people out here. Just kidding, there's like 7, but it's fine.
Oh man, that would have been so fantastic.
Yeah. That was pretty great. Mine fell off too, but it's not as great when mine do it, so that's why I didn't note it.
No.
Mine is still on.
Jason glued his on there. He's like, I'm not losing my shit.
These are gonna
Staying on
hide
forever.
my Brewer's Droop tits.
Yeah.
I think I have assholes.
Jason, he's got assholes.
Yeah. Down at the bottom, yeah, certainly. Those
Down
are
at the
definitely
bottom of the
assholes.
glass.
Jason must be on Tinder then. There's a lot of assholes on Tinder.
Oh, you know what too? While we're talking about y'all's bottle release and bottle share that we went to on Saturday, we hadn't been to your downtown location yet. So we live over near your north side of San Antonio location, and so that is such a prime spot. A huge amount of space for people, and then you can see through the doors and see where the beer is made. That's a really cool location.
Yeah, it's a big step up from the tiny little pub location out here. We've got like 30,000 square feet in that warehouse.
Wow.
We just got 2 new fermenters in, so we're growing pretty quickly. We've been brewing there for just about a year now.
Nice.
Awesome.
And the tap room is painted by Bruce Pena. It's got the murals on the wall. It's really beautiful down there. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That reminds me of y'all's art too. That's on your cans and your bottle labels. Who does all of that?
We have an in-house graphics designer named Alicia Spence, who I've known for quite a while, and she does an amazing job with all the artwork that we've got, all the publicity, all of our labels. It's been really fun to work with her.
Yeah, that's one thing about y'all that I really admire is your graphic art, because I know that most people know this, but I also am with Barbacoa Apparel, and
Shout out.
we have an amazing artist as well, Nidia Weezar, and she does all of our art. Shout out, she's in the crowd, but she's not making eye contact with me.
I love the stuff. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
It's really great.
But yeah, so I love Freetail because I feel like it's like our cousin. Like I'm like, oh yes.
You should get Alicia
so-
on here sometime.
Yeah,
too.
that would be
Yes.
awesome. We'd love to. Yeah. Like I love in fact, we even take last time we do a show at Brick at First Friday, and we were drinking the Yo Soy Berliner, which actually we just made a amazing cooking video using the Berliner in enchiladas, and yeah. And we got drunk. Actually, we got drunk. We made enchiladas, but mostly we were just drunk. Matt couldn't even feel his face anymore.
You made beer
But
enchiladas?
We made beer enchiladas because
sounds great.
yes, they were so good. But yeah, so when we go to Brick, we always take a picture like with the beer can, the Berliner beer can next to our Calavetta shirt, and we're like, oh look, we're cousins. Twinsies for the resties.
Yay.
Besties. Anyway, yeah, whatever.
So do y'all want to play our game?
Yeah, we're super excited. Okay, so let's start. So we always like to play a really awesome game with our audience because we actually have prizes and gifts for you guys.
Heyo.
What up? Today's prizes. Ooh, are you? No. Oh, Pistol was
Excited.
doing.
I
a
was
little-
almost
oh.
tassel twirling.
I thought she was
Almost.
gonna. Okay. Okay. So today's prizes are a pack of prints from Barbacoa Apparel worth $150. It's one of every single of the prints that we make, which is super exciting.
Insane.
There's 10 of them in there.
That's awesome.
And if you don't like any of them, don't tell me. Just give them to people. Don't come back and tell me you don't like it.
Oh, no.
And also, we got a little swag from Freetail, so that's exciting too, right? So, do we want to practice the game with the panel first?
Yeah, so we'll go through it and then start thinking about maybe if you want to volunteer to be one of the contestants. We're going to pick 3. The only thing that we ask is we don't... the more novice that you are, the better. Maybe just that you don't work at a brewery.
Right.
Yeah, so Jason, you're out.
Okay.
You're out.
You win nothing.
Yeah, you win nothing.
So today's game is called I Think My Beer Might Be Stoned. And the game is we're going to give you guys the name of either a beer or a weed strain. And you have to decide which one it is. Is it this guy? You can already tell that this guy is like, oh, I got this in the bag.
I'm done.
He's my friend.
He's high
not
already.
He's not
I can
allowed
tell.
to play. I promise you.
He's
Okay.
like, I'm basically, I've drank everyone and smoked everything that's on your list.
Yeah.
I know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my one time to shed.
Oh, yeah.
Right now. Okay, so let's start with Jason. I'm going to throw one out to you. You tell me if it's a beer or a weed strain. Are you ready?
Yes.
Bad Elf. Is that a beer or a weed strain?
That's a beer.
That is a beer.
I told you he couldn't play.
Whatever.
Man, I was going to go completely opposite on that.
No.
Then you
I
know
was
what?
like,
Forget.
wow,
We're not going
I
to play
could
this
totally
game.
smoke
Forget
some
it.
Bad Elf right now.
Oh,
sure.
Like a Christmas strain
Certainly.
of weed.
Yeah,
that-
I would definitely drink
Is
it.
smoking Bad Elf? Is that a Bad Elf? Is that weed or is that something else? You know
Happy
what I'm
birthday,
saying?
Jesus.
Yeah, not a little naughty elf in the
Hey-o,
corner.
hey-o. Happy birthday, Jesus.
What? Oh. Sorry, Mom.
Happy
Okay.
birthday, Jesus.
Yeah.
Sorry you're
My mom may or may not be listening to this podcast right now. So
My mom
Sorry,
is here.
Pystol.
don't
Mom.
listen to that part.
My mom's in the back. Shout out, Marie.
My mom's listening.
Every time I say something racy, she puts the menu over her face and she goes, "Oh my god."
I'd like for all of us to have a moment of silence and apologize to our mothers.
Sorry, Mom.
you.
I love you
Mom,
though.
love you.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving me life.
Sorry, I'm a bad influence.
Yeah.
It's double though, because my mom actually knows Brandy.
It's
So
Brandy.
Yeah.
it's like double. She's known Brandy since she was a kid. So
Now
it's
I feel like
yeah.
I have 3 moms on me right now.
Yeah, 3 moms.
Yeah.
3 moms.
3
on you.
moms on me. All the guys are like, yeah. I'll take 3 moms on me.
I knew it.
Yes. Dang it. I'm sorry, Catherine's mom.
Where's the menu?
Where's the menu? That's awesome. Okay. Okay, Pistol Whips, are you ready? Don't look at my list because
Okay, I'm not. I'm the other way.
you may have learned recently that we're very unprofessional and I
Put
don't
on-
have it written down properly. Okay. So, okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Boggle Dragon. Is
Boggle-
that a beer or a weed strain?
I'm gonna go with beer.
You were wrong.
Oh,
That is
my
a
God.
strain of weed, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, dragons, right? Smoke. I should
Yeah,
have guessed
I
that.
don't
Oh, way to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to mark it out so that I don't. Oh.
That sounds like
Hello.
a weed that you would get as a prize if you won like Magic the Gathering or something. Like some.
When I go to the comic book store, I'm going to take it with me.
Yeah, yeah. They're like,
Be
do you
like,
have your
do you guys,
dragon weed?
do you guys have those Game of Thrones pop figures? Get the fuck out of here.
You know
I'm
what?
sorry.
I'm actually a brand new Game of Thrones nerd.
Oh
Like,
my
I'm,
gosh,
like,
welcome to
totally
the
in.
club.
Yeah, I know. I've been listening to audiobook at work.
I am
super nerdy,
chest
but
deep in Game
yeah.
of Thrones for the last 3 years. I can't get out.
Yeah, so-
I go back and revisit the episodes like once a month. That's how far deep
Have
I
you
am
read the
in
book
this.
though? Have you read the
Well,
book?
I started reading the books, but then I realized that I had already seen everything, and I didn't want to like.
The books, like.
Or you-
yeah.
oh, you read?
Well, I listen to them. I read.
I didn't mean it like
Fancy.
that.
We're not that
Actually,
kind of podcast.
I'm gonna take that back. I don't
Pistol.
read. I listen to them on audiobook.
Oh yeah,
while
that's
I'm
my
at
brother.
work.
My brother did that. He listened to all of them.
At my
on,
muggle job though. 'cause
Yeah, that's
I can't
what I
listen
need
to
to
it
do.
on stage.
No,
That's what I need to
no.
do too, because I can't. Like, I start reading and then I fall asleep. Is what
Yeah,
happens.
so I put my earbuds in at work and I just listen to the book, but it's been really good. The book's been. I watched the series too, and I was like real into the book. Though.
Can we
The
talk for
book
just
was,
a minute
yeah.
about Jon Snow? What a fucking stupid death that was.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
All right,
well,
sorry if she's
yeah.
crafty. I'm sorry. I got a little sidetracked for just a second.
Can-
Okay.
Are
Wait,
one
he
of you?
died?
Yeah, I know. Ouch. Spoiler. Actually, I didn't know he died because I
Dang
only
it.
finished the first season.
Sorry.
Ouch.
Well, we don't know if he's dead or not.
Man,
so
but it
we
was
don't
a-
know if he's dead or not.
I don't want to ruin
That's
everything.
what he was in the like forest looking for his uncle or something, right? Something's
No,
going
it
on.
was
He was
actually,
at one point,
It was
yeah.
a snowboarding
He came back.
accident.
Snowboarding accident.
was.
Did
You know
it?
that I
Jon Snow.
actually.
Yeah.
I wrote.
I just finished the first
Okay.
book. Right
Way to
now.
go.
Sorry.
Ouch.
Whoopsie. I actually wrote a parody
Doesn't
song
happen till
called
the
"I
fifth
Want to
book.
Be Your Hoe, Jon Snow," and it's set to like the music from the movie Frozen. Because I thought that was perfect, right? And it goes like, "I want to be your hoe, Jon Snow." That's how it goes.
Well, the actor in the show is actually
He's
pretty
fucking
handsome.
hot. He's
you know?
amazing. Okay, I got sidetracked.
In the book, though, he's like only 14, though, so that's kind of creepy.
I don't
thinking
care.
About him
I
being
don't
14.
care.
Why don't
I
you go ahead and
do
tell
not
her?
care.
Why don't you just tell her that the Titanic sank too, Catherine?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? That happened on my birthday, actually. Like my actual birthday.
How
I'm
old
just
are
kidding.
you? I know.
Whoa.
That's why I'm so good at tassel twirling. My tits are by my knees
You've been
right
doing
now.
it for 85 years. That's why.
You've had a lot of practice.
I like that.
It's only been
Nice.
7 years, though. You know, no big deal.
Yeah, 70.
Yeah, that's a long time,
Yeah.
dude.
That is a
I
way
admire
long
you.
time.
And you totally look like somebody that reads. I didn't mean that in a. Whoa.
We just don't. You just made us feel really
I don't
shitty.
read. That's why I was like, what? You read it?
Well,
I didn't read it.
I do take my clothes off for a living, so it'd
No,
be kind of hard to
mix
mix it up. Like you can't possibly read and take your clothes off for a living. That's not.
Do you know what I
those two
really
things-
admire?
Oh, is
What
that
I
a
read?
challenge? Is that a challenge? Because there's webcams and there's people that'll pay to see anything out
That's
there.
true. That's true.
Bring it.
All right, I'm sorry. Let's get back on track.
I can make a
God
lot of
damn
side
it,
money
Brandy.
with that.
You're always sidetracking us. I'm
Like
trying to
people
keep
that
us
are
on
into
track.
librarians. That could be a whole thing.
I'm
Dewey
trying to-
Decimal.
I'm trying to
twerking.
keep us structured and professional, and you keep sidetracking us.
Okay,
That's
all
I'm
right.
saying.
Let's go back to being professional.
Okay, we need 3 contestants. Who wants to play I Think My Beer is Stoned? Anybody? You
overwhelming
can
amount of
win
hands
Barbacoa
right now.
apparel. There we
One.
go.
We've got
Come on,
one.
get up here. Come on.
Got one.
Don't let her.
That guy over there is kind of raising his hand, but he's kind of like stroking his hair at the same time. We probably should get him to come
This
up
is
here.
like a auction. If you do that shit, you're in.
We need 2 more contestants. Who wants to play?
You've got at least a 50-50
Oh, we got two.
chance.
Oh, come on,
Two.
come on.
Got 2. We need
One more. Yeah, of course. Please.
One more. Remember, there
You
are
better bring your
actual
beer.
prizes.
$150 worth of Barbacoa apparel.
Yes.
Who wants it? I see. Come on. I see him. Somebody over there in like the way corner.
We see you.
We see you. I spotted you.
Come
Get
on.
over here.
You're wearing cool shorts. They're not cargos. Come
Don't
on.
be shy.
I think they might be cargos.
Hi.
No.
Come on
Who
over
Who knows
here.
what he's carrying
No,
in
I
those
thought
pockets.
it first.
As many as you want.
I thought it first.
Okay, so you guys need to line up this way because my microphone, Brady doesn't like me, and she gives me the microphone that doesn't reach.
I do. I know.
Okay, come all the way this way. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try not to strangle you. Hi. Oh, asphyxiation on the She's Crafty podcast. Okay, tell us your name first and where you're from.
My name is Crystal, and I'm from San Antonio.
Shout out.
I'm Jennifer, and I'm from San Antonio.
Shout out.
Ooh, represent 210.
Logan, and I'm from Phoenix. These are not
Oh,
cargos.
hey.
Oh, what part of Phoenix, Logan?
Scottsdale.
Scottsdale. My brother lives in Chandler. It's fucking hot there. Okay. Okay,
Scottsdale,
so
it's fancy.
we're going to start with our very first contestant. Fuzzy Sugary. Is that a weed strain or is that a beer?
A beer.
That is actually a weed strain.
Oh,
Well,
man.
we'll
James is
do
over here
we'll
shaking
do
his
2
head,
rounds, okay?
It should
seriously.
totally be a beer.
Okay.
It should.
Let's see. Vanilla Sky. Is that a weed strain or is that a beer?
That's a movie. That's a trick question.
Vanilla Sky. Vanilla Sky.
Vanilla Sky.
It's Tom Cruise.
Weed?
That is a weed strain.
Oh!
Woo! You can tell by her bloodshot eyes. Okay.
That's actually Tom Cruise's official weed. Yeah.
Okay, Logan, are you ready? The Great Big Kentucky Sausage Fest. Is that a
Oh.
weed strain or is that a beer?
That's where you're going next weekend.
That's
That's
I'll
a
get it
bottle
wherever
share.
I can.
Yeah, that is
I'll
a
go
bottle
wherever
share.
I need to, Brandy.
Your mom's up there with the
Say
the
it's a
menu
beer.
again over there.
That the Great Big Kentucky Sausage Fest is a beer. Well done. Well done.
That's my new favorite.
Okay, let's do it. We're going to do one more round. Are we ready?
Heyo.
Golden Goat. Is that a weed strain or is that a beer?
A beer.
That is a weed strain.
Double.
I think everybody said beer from the crowd.
Is
That's
it
all
possible
right.
to be both?
That's okay.
It
Okay.
might be.
Anything's possible now.
Are you ready? Sexual chocolate. Is that a weed strain or is that a beer? Or is that Catherine's Saturday night?
That's not your Saturday night.
I'm gonna go beer.
That is a beer. Well done.
Oh, 2 for 2.
Are you ready?
Nice.
Okay. Sorry. Leafer Madness. Leafer with an L.
Oh.
Is that a weed strain or is that a beer?
Dun, dun, dun.
It should be a weed strain.
That is a beer.
Oh.
You're our winner. You
That
get
beer tastes like a weed
$150
strain.
worth of Barbacoa apparel. Yes, you do. You can find Barbacoa apparel at barbacoaapparel.com. You can follow us on Facebook. Check us out on social media. I'm
And
going to grab
everybody
that for you.
actually
And
gets
everybody
something.
wins something. So hold on just 1 second and we'll get it for you. You guys are both going to get a T-shirt from Freetail Brewing. Woo. Woo. Nice. Hold it up. They're so cool. Black with an awesome logo. The Freetail logo on there. Perfect. Yeah.
Super
And
cute.
here comes the Barbacoa apparel. Well done. Well done. Take it home. Woo! Let's give it up for our contestants. Ooh, take a koozie. Take a She's Crafty koozie. If you're Hoppy and you know it.
Drink your beer.
Yeah. Do it. Makes sense because we're at a bar and shit. Like, why wouldn't you?
Excuse me, I'll have the gluten-free water.
I'll have, yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
I don't know. Did you guys like that game? Yeah? Yeah, I liked it too.
Is it
I
a
wanted to get high
keeper?
though.
Keeper?
Keeper or throw it out? Yeah, you liked it?
All right.
Yeah, I liked it. I think it's funny, right?
Definitely keep it. It was hilarious. I love
Yeah,
it.
I love
'cause
it.
You know, how could you ever know? I mean, that's just weird. That Sausage Fest one, I was like, are you serious?
I know, I saw it and I was
really
like,
a beer
yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
name a beer Agent Orange to confuse everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, I should have brought a bong. I didn't think about it.
Oh, is that going to be legal soon? Or
Well, it's legal at my house. I don't know.
Can it be soon?
this will totally change the podcast.
Can we just, yeah.
There's going to be a lot of us.
Is Brandy high or is she drunk? Who gives a shit? Nobody.
Or
We
is
all
she
are.
both?
Or is she both? Or is she
I'm
both?
going with C. I'm going with C.
Yeah, I'm going with C. Yeah.
Well, Jason, before we start closing out, do you want to give us a little heads up on any future events that y'all have coming or any poor Jason.
Scott literally left you with
Jason,
nothing.
Jason is
Scott
our
didn't even give me any cliff
awesome
notes.
substitute. You've done a great job, by
Yes.
the way.
Thank you.
Just know that you did a great job. And if you have nothing to say, that's fine. If you have something to say, that's great too.
Scott lost his voice, but he had a
did.
megaphone at the bottle share and the bottle
Yeah.
release.
I
Like,
think he met us and he was like, no, fuck this shit.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna
I
lost
think he's
my
still
voice.
hungover after the bottle share.
Yeah.
I think we scared him off because we told him we were going to make him.
Told him we
learn
were going to make him
burlesque.
do a little burlesque.
Yeah.
And then we were taunting him on Twitter last night.
Do you think that he was like worried about his like brewer's droop maybe like when he was coming in and he didn't want to?
I was worried about the toupee tape.
The toupee
Yeah.
tape. There we go. The toupee
Yeah.
tape.
When you can't
That's gonna be
perform.
like
I'm
my-
sorry, I didn't mean that, Scott.
That's
I didn't mean that. I don't know that. He has kids. That's not true.
Whoa.
I'm just saying.
Brandy.
I know. That's a heavy
Shit.
accusation.
Yeah. That's gonna be my new intro into every day. Like, oh hi, I'm Catherine. Nice to meet you. How's the brewer's droop with you? Like, are you all right? Or I noticed that you're drinking a really happy beer. It's great. I like beer too, but
I just need
everything's
to know
all
if you
right?
can get it up or not.
Are you,
That's
is
really what I
everything
need
good,
to know.
Or we're all right?
And
Okay,
can I have a
just
drink?
checking.
Because I've got endometriosis.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I need some help.
I've
It
hit
also
early
helps
menopause.
with females getting bigger boobs is what another article that I read too.
Oh, you didn't
that
say
was
that.
another thing.
Oh,
I have been noticing something
I'm
lately.
gonna hook that shit
Clearly,
up like an
I've been
IV.
drinking tons of IPAs. So
I know.
I'm just saying.
It's been helping.
Yeah, it's huge.
It really helps that your mom put that in your bottle.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mom put that in your bottle.
Well, hello.
Yeah.
I mean, I started growing tits at age 3. They
Yeah.
would never have been this big.
She made up
if I
the
had
term.
not been drinking
She
hops.
made up the term bottle share, and yeah,
Literally.
Yeah.
She was the
Literally.
pioneer.
yeah.
Literally. Okay, Pystol Whips, what do you got going on coming up?
Well, just October the 23rd at Brick. That's what we're going to be doing. And then if you want to see like Black Orchid,
Yes.
you know, she's going to be at Blind Tiger for the circus theme show.
Yeah, everybody go out to that. That's
So
awesome.
we're
And anybody
really-
who
yeah.
hasn't, I'm sorry, real quick, anybody who hasn't been to the Blind Tiger is this really awesome underground comedy venue underneath the Magic Time Machine. And every Friday night they have a free midnight show. And sometimes the big comics that are at LOL and Majestic go through there and you can get a secret special little show at the end of the night, which is super cool. So it's really cool that Black Orchid is going to be there.
Yeah, we're really excited to like mix it up with some of the comedians because a lot of like what burlesque is, if you guys don't know, that it's supposed to be a satirical performance. Like I have a number where I perform as Elton John
and it's amazing.
With a wig, you know. So it's supposed to be fun and funny and sexy all at the same time, and so that's what our goal is, to just for everybody to have fun when they come to the shows. So we like mixing it up with the comedy people, and especially Comedia Go-Go. They're a lot of fun. They're absolutely hilarious. I just die every time I see them.
Yeah,
so
they're great.
We're really excited.
I have a question actually that came from one of our beer nuts here, and on our podcast, when it comes to beer, we really break it down for novices, but for burlesque, let's break this down for a novice. For somebody who hasn't been to a burlesque show, and I've been to many, shout out, and what would you say if some people think like, oh, I'm not going to a strip club?
The way that I describe it to the rookies is basically that, you know, I am going to get naked at some point. But really, the truth of the matter is that it's going to be really fun. It's like the art of the tease up until you get to see the boobs. So really, the boobs are probably about 10, 15 seconds of the song. But, you know, like, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of tease. It's a lot of laughter.
There's a theme to every number, too. You did a dance to the Frozen song.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I definitely did a dance to the Frozen song. So I've also done a Pippi Longstockings number.
Yes.
So I'm really into like the kid stuff. Like,
well, they have to learn somewhere.
So the parents come and they're super confused because they're like, the next time I hear this song, I'm gonna be feeling really sexual about it. You know, and especially the parents that you know have been watching Frozen several times over and over again.
The kids just wake up and they hear like, "Do you want
to
build a snowman?"
Dad's got a boner, and it's just weird. Like, why does my dad have a boner right now? I don't really know what's going on.
Why are there pounding sounds from the bedroom and Frozen's
blasting in the background?
Why is Mom always breathing so heavy when
But
the movie comes on?
But I like to mix it up. I like to have a lot of fun. I like to especially make people laugh. And my favorite thing is the audience participation. So I was at like of all places, Cooter Brown's last night.
Oh, nice.
And so like you get me anywhere where there's like kind of a semi-stage and I start performing for the audience.
Yes.
It's hilarious. So we're there and we're dancing to like, I think Pitbull or something.
Nice.
Ridiculous. And so I like started, you know, there's all those girls around the dance floor just waiting to like for somebody to ask them to dance.
Yeah.
And so I just started like shimmying in front of all of them. And they started going nuts. They loved it. So
the floodgates were open.
That's my favorite thing is audience participation, make people laugh, and just let them know that, you know, that it's okay to be sexy and funny at the same time. And especially my message is that women of all sizes can be sexy and have fun.
Yes.
You know? So, you know, I feel like every woman, we struggled for a long time with body image, and I think that if you can just get over that, like I said, get naked in front of a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's nothing
I'll do it in just a minute.
Yeah, okay.
There's
Can we go now?
There's nothing that boosts my confidence.
Can we start
like
with
going
one
to a
person
burlesque
with a
show.
blindfold and then we'll
I think it's a great date night, too, because then you go
Yes.
home and you're like, let's bone to Frozen. Like,
yeah.
let's do this right now.
And it was crazy because then it seemed valid, and we were doing it like before that, just because.
Just because the kids
By the
were
way,
still awake.
Brandy's husband is like 2 feet from us.
The kids were still awake. That's
Elsa's
the only
hot.
reason.
Elsa's hot. Have you seen her rap?
Are we going back to this lesbian thing? Is
All
that
right,
what's
okay. I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
I mean, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I love you anyway. I mean,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It would only be awkward, I think, if he dressed up as Elsa and you were like...
If her husband dressed up as Elsa?
That's awkward? Oh.
That would be awkward.
Oh.
Well, you could be,
Yeah,
you could be
Kobe's
Anna.
like,
You could be
anything,
Anna
you
and
don't
he could
know.
be Elsa.
Actually, I'm the snowman, and he builds me.
And so,
Oh!
Olaf, action.
Yeah, he
I like
does.
it.
Yeah, he does.
Do you want to pork a snowman?
Woo! Yeah.
Where do you want me to put this carrot, baby?
Yeah.
Do you want to watch me melt?
There's a movie like that. Did you guys ever see? This is getting so crazy. Did you guys ever see Jack Frost? There's a movie with it where the snowman. This is horrible.
Wait, isn't that where he's dead?
No, it's a different version
Oh.
where he takes off his nose and he just gives it to her in the bathtub.
I have not seen that
What the
version.
hell are you watching? Oh my god.
It's a horror movie.
Snowman
It's not a porn. It's a
Snowman
horror movie.
porn. It's actually there.
And I was like, don't use that carrot now.
That's not organic. That's not organic.
Tainted. Literally.
Don't do that.
Before we go, you mentioned what night is the Team America movie? One of our beer nuts is a big Freetail fan, so they know it's September 10th.
September 10th.
September
perfect.
10th. Yes.
Perfect.
Right on.
There we go.
So the She's Crafty podcast is actually super excited because we've just been invited to do a broadcast from the San Antonio Beer Festival, which we're, woo!
Yeah.
If you're happy and you know it.
Drink a beer.
Along with that, we're going to run a little contest because they've given us some tickets to give away, and we're really excited about it. So we're going to, if anybody hasn't checked us out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google Plus, and I know you're all using Google Plus. Don't look at me like you're not. I know you are.
Don't be
Brandy
ashamed.
Brandy and I like to do chugging videos. So if you go check us out on YouTube, we have a YouTube channel. Brandy does a chugging video to a slow jam, which is really nice.
Yes.
Super
And you were
sexy.
in your pajamas, too, when you did that, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
loved it. I
That's
was like,
my
ooh,
favorite way to
mom
drink.
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then I'm just ready for bed. There's no,
Is it-
like,
it's-
middle ground.
Yeah. It's her nightcap.
Yeah.
I did a chugging video in my shower, which is
Brown chicken.
I can't take back now, so it happened. So anyway,
My friend Casey's actually here, and I chose the song because of her. I did my slow jam chug to Genuine Pony.
nice.
So,
Oh.
yeah.
Do you want to tell us that story? Or?
Well, we've seen both Magic Mikes. I'm just saying.
oh, okay, yeah.
Together.
I still haven't seen the second Magic Mike. I gotta go. It's at the Dollar Movies now,
Oh, my
right?
God. I went to Hard Bodies the other night for the first time.
Oh.
You know
the
what? Let
first
me ask
time.
you a question. How do you feel about that?
I was, like, freaked out.
That's the first time you've ever been? There's
That's
something.
all I can say. Is the
Okay.
movie was really sexy, but...
No,
Do they
that's
have
not
pasties?
sexy, right? Well, actually, I don't want to offend hard bodies. I'm
Not
sure that
enough
there are
pasties.
sexy moments. What
Oh,
the
it's
last
having a hard
time?
time. There's no brewer's droop on any of those guys. I
Oh,
was really
no,
turned
no.
off. I'm
The
just
last
saying.
time I went was probably like 1999, right? What I really admire about them is that they put on a real sketch. This is
Oh, yeah.
like they come out as characters,
Yeah,
right? It's
if
not like
they're-
going to like if you go see chicks at a strip club, like they're just getting naked or whatever. Not that
No.
I know. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, I do know.
Yeah,
But anyway, they come out like I went one time and there's this guy that was dressed up like the ice cream man, and he had like a cooler. This is
Oh,
a
yeah,
true
that guy was
story.
there again.
Was he? Was
Yeah.
it a big a big guy?
Super beefy.
Yes. He came
I
out
know
and he has
somewhere.
popsicles in
Have
a
you seen him,
cooler.
Jason?
Jason,
Okay.
do you still work there or no? No? Oh,
No.
I guess not.
Okay.
Anyway, he takes the
Jason
popsicles
just
out.
quit.
He
I got
just quit.
fired.
He got fired. He got crazy with the popsicles. The guy comes out, he unwraps the popsicle and he like shoves it in your fucking mouth. I was like, whoa,
Oh, that's intrusive.
that's not
Yeah,
sexy.
there was a couple of really scandalous things going on for
I
sure
don't think.
there.
Here's the thing. I'm just gonna put this out there, and people might stop listening to us. I don't think guys should have belly button rings.
Oh, no.
Wow.
That's not sexy
definitely
to me.
not.
No.
It's gross, right? I'm like, why
No.
do you have a crystal on your fucking belly button?
I have never
No.
seen that in person, but I imagine
I saw
it'd
it
be
in hard bodies.
Okay,
horrifying.
but David Bowie, I would allow like David Bowie to have a crystal on his belly button.
Yes, David Bowie can
yes.
have a crystal.
Yes. Maybe Elton John.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think that Elton John has brewer's droop. I'm just saying.
He definitely has brewers.
Well,
droop.
I do have him tattooed on my thigh, and he definitely has brewer's droop at
Oh,
least
yeah.
below in that area. You know, so.
Do you have the droop? That's gonna
The
be that's gonna be
droop.
our next public service announcement.
Well,
Do
back
you have the
to
droop? Oh, sorry.
our
Yes.
contest.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes.
So, so our challenge for our beer nuts is to make their own chugging video. So we want all of you guys for the month of September to make a chugging video submitted by September the 30th on our Facebook page, and you could win a pair of tickets to the San Antonio Beer Festival.
And it doesn't have to be a slow jam chug. It can be
It
a
can be
slow
anything
jam
you
chug.
want.
It basically we're just looking for either it's the most creative, the most funny, whatever. We're just like, oh,
You could
damn.
chug a beer with Kermit the Frog. You can chug a beer
with
in
Miss
your
Piggy.
garden.
They're divorced, so
You can
While
chug
you're
a beer.
tassel twirling.
You could chug a
Tassel
beer
twirling.
while you're tassel twirling. You could chug a beer while you're eating fire. I don't know how that works, but you should try it. You should chug
That'd
it.
be
Actually,
amazing.
don't try it. You did not hear that from the She's Crafty podcast. We're not encouraging people to
while
play
you're
with fire.
planking some sort of weird
While
way.
you're planking?
Yeah.
That's, wow.
That's so like 3
know.
years ago, Brandy.
I don't know.
No,
Go
I
with
mean
the
like
times.
actually like burning off your beer.
Oh.
I'm still stuck on Spurs Jesus. He's like
Okay.
a fit guy, and he tried to talk us into earning our beer. And
Oh yeah, working out and then drinking your beer
Yes,
afterwards.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Well, they're about to have the rock and roll marathon, and you get like a Michelob
That's
Ultra
true.
after you finish.
I was very
Yeah.
disappointed with that.
It's pretty
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
close to water.
No, I did that.
Boo.
I did that with my friend, and we were looking for a nice craft beer at the end, and we got handed a Michelob Ultra, and it was super
The
disappointing.
Komorebi would have really done me right at the end of that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would have been wasted immediately.
It will do you right.
It will do you right.
Can Freetail like hide behind the dumpster
Yeah.
at the end end of the marathon,
Yeah.
just like, "Psst, come over here.
Hey, we got the good stuff.
Yeah.
This is what you want to puke, not that.
Yes.
You don't want to puke up that shit. Do this stuff.
This smells way better
This
when you
tastes
puke
better
it up.
coming up.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ran the rock and roll half marathon as a relay one time, and at the end I like had a fanny pack and I had cigarettes in there, and I was smoking a cigarette
my
at the end, and
God.
all the runners were like looking at me like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "I only ran 5.5 miles. Like,
I mean,
leave me alone, okay?"
Yeah, it's been a long fucking day. Let me smoke a
I'm
cigarette.
drinking a
bitches.
beer. Let me smoke a cigarette at the same
That's
time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
we should
the
maybe
rack
we
and
should do
roll
it and
marathon.
start our own after party for it. I
Yeah,
think.
the She's Crafty after the marathon that Catherine
Where you
would
can
never
actually
fucking
sell
run
real,
ever.
real
Yes.
beers there.
We can
Yeah.
just keep going down Presa.
I'm not
down
going to
to
run though. I'm
Freetail.
just telling you right now.
Yep.
I'm not running unless
What?
I'm running for my life. Catherine's not running.
I
Okay.
was damaged afterwards.
Okay, so y'all should do my plan then. Me and my friend did it, and we did walk run. We
Okay.
only ran when it was downhill.
Okay.
There was somebody taking our picture. Or if we could hear the band and we ran to the music.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, I like that.
I ran from like first aid station to first aid station, so I would like
That's
walk
smart.
to one,
That's
and then I
smart.
would
That's
run to
smart.
the next one if it was an emergency.
Yeah.
The chafing was bad after a while, though.
That's what I heard. I heard
I'm
that
a
the
chunky
chafing-
girl.
Yeah. No, my
Yeah.
thighs. I don't have that weird like that gap or whatever. My thighs definitely give each
I have
other.
an
a
overlap.
rub.
Yeah, chub
Yeah.
rub.
Yeah, I got a chub rub. That's exactly what it is.
But my thighs love each other so much they just can't. They
I
can't
know.
stay off of each
Yeah.
other.
Kill the
That's
gap,
thing.
love the
Yeah,
overlap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that one too.
Hashtag love the overlap.
There we go.
Yeah. Done.
Hashtag love the open.
So if you've got a chugging video and you submit it by the end of September, we will consider it to give you 2 passes to the San Antonio Beer Festival. And if you want to buy tickets to the San Antonio Beer Festival, you can go to sanantoniobeerfestival.com. And we'll also be giving out a second set of tickets on our next podcast that's recorded live from the Hoppy Monk here, where we're going to have Nicole George from St. Arnold's.
That's right.
And we're also going to have Larry Garza from Comedia
Comedia
Go-Go.
Go-Go. Shout
Love
out.
him. He's
Yes.
hilarious.
He's so
going to be at our
funny.
show.
So
October
there are
23rd.
plenty of opportunities to buy tickets, win tickets to the San Antonio Beer Festival. Make sure to come on out and stop by our booth too.
Do it. Yeah, that's exciting. We also want to remind everybody that as much as we like to drink and have a good time, drink responsibly, don't drink and drive, get a driver, get a cab. Soon you'll be able to get a Lyft.
Heyo.
Shout out to
Yes.
Lyft. Yeah, don't be an asshole. You know, don't be a diva cup or douchebag.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive. It's uncool.
All right, if you're hoppy and you know it,
Drink your beer.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the Hoppy Monk for always being our beloved home and hostess of the She's Crafty podcast. Thank you to Jason from Freetail. Thank you to Pystol Whips. Thank you to my amazing co-host, Brandy, the funniest
Air
person on the
five.
planet. We're so excited. Thanks, guys. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to Barbacoa Apparel for giving us some swag.
and Freetail Brewing for
Have
giving
a
us swag.
great, and Freetail Brewing for giving us swag, too. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. Good night. Woo-hoo.
Shut up and sit down.